So, quick video here. Basically, I want to go ahead and build a list of business brokers. Okay, without wasting time, let's get straight into it. I do not have time to sit here and hook you on some crazy claim or something like that, because this list actually I'm going to be using it. So, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to of course go to Apollo. If you watch my previous video, you should already know what Apollo is. You should already know how to use it, the fundamentals. If you don't, probably click off this video and go watch that video on how to use Apollo for beginners. Okay. First thing I want to do, of course, I want to go to job titles. I'm going to just put in business broker. Okay. Business broker. And as I put in the word business broker, it's showing me right now 4,457 people. I want to target business brokers who are in America. So maybe I just click over here, United States. That just went down drastically. I know the list of business brokers are higher than that, 100%. So, with that being said, probably going to put here, okay, probably don't use that word, but let's just go over here with all the title keywords that I have over here. So, business sales consultant. I'll take that keyword. Okay, let's go to job titles. Let's go. So, you see, this is why, like I told you guys in my previous video, it is very important. And how did I get these keywords, by the way? ChatGPT. Just go ahead and prompt it. Let's do it together. I want to do it with you guys, but I'll do it with you. So let's do it together, right? Let's do the ChatGPT together. By the way, I'm using a software. What is the software called? I don't even know what the name is. Give me a sec. Let me find the name. So I'm using this add-on called ChatGPT with voice. Let me ChatGPT with voice. Okay, so I'm using this add-on right over here. You can just use any of these kind of add-ons, honestly. It doesn't really matter what add-on you use. You just find any kind of add-on, ChatGPT with voice, and I want to find you my specific one because I don't want someone to say like, "Oh, Robin, you're hiding it from us." I'm not hiding it. I just don't want to waste your time right now with all this talking. So obviously there's better ones than the one that I'm using right now, but hey, there's a ton of them. There's one of them called Whisper, honestly, and that one is probably going to cost you some money, but is way better than what I'm using right now. But nevertheless, just get one of those add-ons that you can use ChatGPT with, basically. And what you'll basically do at this point is you'll come inside ChatGPT. Hey, so I need you to give me all of the possible job titles that a business broker would have on their LinkedIn page or the web page. I need this because I'm going to scrape the information online, and I need precise keywords that would be able to help me identify them. And of course, you don't need to be this precise. You can just be the most simplest thing ever. You can see over here, it gave me all the possible business names because this is what I knew, business broker. I didn't know they call them business. I didn't know they call them that. I didn't know they. Of course, I knew this. But they have some specific names that you would not know. So I'll just go ahead and copy that list, of course, and then I'll pass it over to a Google Sheet, or I'll just copy and paste it into Apollo. So we got, just because we added business sales consultants, we added about 2,000 more leads. Okay, we added about 2,000 more leads, as you can see. And you can scroll through them, of course, to verify if these people really are business brokers, because of course you want to do that. You want to look at the keywords that they put in. And by the way, the job titles is one way to just go about increasing the amount of leads that you have, or the amount of leads that show up basically in the Apollo search. The keywords is also another great way to go about doing it. Okay, you can literally just click business broker, for example. And of course, the problem with that is, it deduces it, but you have to add, the more keywords you add onto it, basically, the more people it showcases to you. But once again, the problem with Apollo is once you just click the keywords, it just takes you to the company section. If you don't know what the hell the company section is, once again, go watch my other video. I'm not explaining over here. So, for example, one of the easiest ways to go about actually getting business brokerage people who work in business brokerages is, from my perspective, the company way. Just because if you just put in a business broker, like, it will show you all the companies who have business brokerages, and then from there, look, you just click Murphy Business, for example, and you just click find people. Like, it'll show you all the people working at Murphy. Okay, but I don't like that way. I prefer the people way. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning. And like I said, I'm just gonna go my favorite route, which is what I do all the time. Okay, business sales consultants. Okay, business broker. Okay, what's wrong here? Something's not right. Oh, yeah, that's fine. So sometimes you got to make sure certain keywords are taken out. So Let's make sure businesses, consultants. You want to make sure to the lead list that you're acquiring, that you're looking for, it matches your ICP. So sometimes I'll go to the keywords and look at it a little bit. You know, some of the keywords you look at it, it might say some stuff like real estate. I don't want no person that does real estate, and I obviously don't want anybody who's business brokering in another state, but in another part of the world, basically. So as you can see over here, sometimes I might leave real estate, or sometimes you might leave certain keywords because certain titles you're looking for they work simultaneously. They might be business brokering and they might be realtors. They might be in the private equity space and it might be a chef. People have, their lives. So over here, my main focus a lot of times when I come in here is the job titles. That's where I focus a lot on, because a lot of the information that Apollo gets, it comes from databases like LinkedIn. Okay, and people on LinkedIn, they typically have what they do on their profile because that's their resume. So they always have those job titles. So mergers and acquisition advisor. Sometimes you add some keywords, it might not add a lot of words. Sometimes you add some keywords and it might not add a lot of leads to the list. So for example, I just added business intermediary. Look, it didn't go, okay, it went up like 400. Okay, so this helps. The more titles you can have, and probably someone might have a better way to go about doing this. Maybe you might not like the titles way. This is one of the ways that I go about doing it. Industry keywords, might put in, like, for example, what is the industry keyword that they use? So business broker is the industry keyword that they use. Business broker. For some reason, this thing be playing. Okay, business broker. That's ridiculous, isn't it? So sometimes the keyword side, it does be having its own BS. So this, what I typically will do is I'll go to company keywords and I'll input it there. Okay, so business. So I just put business broker. Okay, you might deduce it, but then you got to add other keywords. For example, business sales, business. I don't like the keyword way, because the keyword way you got to add a whole lot of words, and sometimes certain words might conflict with other industries. That's why I prefer just using the titles. That's what I prefer doing. Of course, there's other ways you can go about doing it. That's my preferable way. I'm going to go ahead and add some more keywords, and then I'll get back to the video. I don't want to waste your time with me doing that manually. If you want to see that, of course, let me know. I can do that later. By the way, a quick example. So as you can see, it's 4,577 people. Sometimes certain keywords you put into the list or into title search, and it'll show you, like, it'll dramatically increase the amount of leads that you have. It'll dramatically increase the amount of leads basically that you have available to you. And that might not be a good thing. That might be a good thing. For example, let's add acquisition specialist. Okay, so that just went ahead and bumped the list up literally, I'd say 100x, and that might not be the best thing for me. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and open another search and a new tab. Okay, and then I'm just going to go to titles. I'm going to put in an acquisition specialist, and I'm going to go ahead and look at it, because maybe these people might not be my target audience, honestly, right? Because it's already showing me some people that don't make sense to me. I was going to go ahead and dumb it down some more. Okay, I want people in the U.S. So let's look at Aries' profile. Contracting specialist, GSA advisor, simplifying government contracting. That is not my ICP. Okay, so let's David Gross. Especially at Trasgo LLC. What does he do? If you're a wholesaler, there should be manufacturing contact me. If I'm looking for brand new partnership, go over sales. If you're tremendous, contact me. Not my ICP. So you got to look at it. Sometimes certain keywords, ChatGPT might give it to you, and it's like, see why require. Not interested in this. I think in my about section on LinkedIn, I'm just gonna say, yo, just go look me up. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you about myself. Go find out. And then, who wants to hear about your achievements? Let's just be honest. You think people come? Oh, come on, man. I really specialized Timberland Partners. So what does Timberland Partners do? So yeah, some of these do make sense, but this is where keywords helps. So for example, what I would do over here is I'll just go ahead and take out real estate. I don't want the word real estate. Company. No, let's just take out the industry. I don't want the real estate industry here. So I just, for some reason, I just don't like real estate. I don't know why. I just said no. Okay, my apologies. Real estate. I'm like, why does it just have real estate? So we're just gonna take out people who are in the real estate space. New car sales, mobile telephony, turnkey enterprise software technology. Like, yo, this is not. So certain keywords, you want to make sure you check it out and make sure it makes sense, because obviously this industry, these keywords don't make sense. Yeah, acquisition specialist is a dead word. We're not going to use that on this list building. Just gonna go ahead and type ChatGPT. ChatGPT. That's ridiculous. Site advisor. Okay. For merger and acquisition specialist, business. Okay. Tenant lease, buyer purchase representation. These are keywords I want to see. This is real estate. I don't want anything over here. I'm going to take out all the real estates in a second. I don't want anything that has to do with real estate. Industry. Exclude. List might go down. Sometimes you might put in a keyword and your list might fall. But like I told you guys in my previous video, the more narrowed down it is, the better. Okay, if you're going to be cold calling, and let's say, for example, you do 4,000 cold calls per month, which you probably watching this right now probably don't. Yeah, I'm showing off because I've done it before, multiple times. But let's say, for example, you're cold calling, you're cold emailing people, and you're about to send 4,000 emails, and 1,000 of those people are in real estate. Like, they don't sell businesses or they don't broker businesses. You're trying to email them for what? Like, it's a waste of your sending power. You could just be using that to target another market, re-follow up with some people. It's not worth it. So take out the people you don't want. Always look at the list as you're building it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this list up a little bit. Like I said, I just wanna I forgot how I even started off this video. I'll be honest with you. But if you got to this point of the video, then man, you just save yourself a bunch of headaches, because you don't want to go ahead and follow a formula that I'm showing you on Apollo and then take this list to go. You don't want to take this, like, for example, you took 4,000 leads and went to app that export Apollo, and you just pay all this money for a list that you're not even that won't even respond to you because they don't need your services. Sometimes less is more. All the time, less is always turns out to be more. But let me filter my list out and I'll be right back with it. I just had to let you know that real quick. So for example, right now, let's say I'm done with the list. Let's say, for example, I got 3,711 people. Okay? Even though I'm pretty sure business brokers, we can at least get 10,000 people. Because I actually do have a LinkedIn search of business brokers. Let me show that to you. I actually do have a search of LinkedIn brokers, business brokers. And as you can see, I did the same exact kind of process on LinkedIn, but this is Sales Navigator. But the problem with Sales Navigator is once you go into about like page 30, you'll start to see it just giving you a bunch of BS. Like a lot of them are just like BS. And I'll make another video on just how to scrape this specifically, more thorough. If you want it, let me know. But nevertheless, let's go to Apollo. Let's say, for example, you're done with the list. What you want to go ahead and do with the lead list is, after you've done put the titles, you put the industry keywords, you excluded who you didn't want, go ahead and save the search. That's what I typically do. So I just go put biz brokers, right? Biz brokers, titles, search only. Yes, so you just put some words that when it's time for you to find that list, when it's time for you to do something with it, you will know exactly what information the lead list basically constitutes of, basically. I'm gonna go ahead and save that search, and then I have that search saved. So whenever I want to go back and add some more to it, or just scrape the list again for whatever reason, it's always gonna be there available to me basically. So at this point right now, this is what I would do. If I this I'm gonna, so this is what I would do, right? So I'll take this, leave this over here. I'm just gonna go to App Export Apollo, Biz Brokers YouTube. I put the search inside of here, and I say I want 3,700 leads. I don't know if it could do that. Oh, you can actually do that. 3,700 leads. Beautiful. So actually, you can actually put the approximate. So 3,711. Okay. So you put that. You can have the option to scrape only the people with the emails. I'm going to scrape them regardless. You can verify the emails. I already have something to use. I'm going to verify. I actually have Million Verify already, so I don't need to do that. But it could have been way better if I just did it inside this platform, which saves me time. You always want to make sure you verify the emails after you script the information. Company name, cleaning, get extra columns like personal emails, industry, and that is great. So this list right here, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with this list. I need some more people. I know there's a lot more people than this that do business brokering. So yeah, but essentially this is what I would do. I'll just go scrape the information, and this is what the lead list would typically look like. Let me show what the lead list will look like. And basically this is what the lead list would look like. You get the names, last name. I think I kind of cleaned this list a little bit, but you probably get more information than this. This is what it'll come out looking like. The emails is going to be there, and of course their phone numbers is also going to be there. I just took out some stuff and whatnot. But yeah, that's how go about scraping people on Apollo, business brokers on Apollo. Peace out.